Recently, I found this self sabotaging, self destructive habit of mine in which I tend to, on purpose, see things with this lens or do activities in order to make my life hard generally. And I've been doing this habit, this pattern for a very long time. I know that, but recently I just discovered that I am doing it very often, and especially from when I start the business, start working on my business now with my all my like potential and giving everything. I'm doing this even more, and this time I am doing the activities, taking the action that could make my life hard in general. There might be so many reasons why I could be doing that, but I've journaled and found there are only two main reasons behind why I am doing this thing. And the number one reason being that I might be avoiding the hard work of business, of working on like my purpose and all. So I might be doing this in order to cope. Like it can be my coping mechanism that I will be like if my life is hard generally, so I don't need to work on my business that much. So I'm making my life hard generally by doing some things. In the video, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing specifically. Just stick with me in order to like run away from the business work, because business generally is hard, and I'm using this as my shield so that I do not have to work on my business and I have some excuse which I can say to myself that I didn't work on my business because I was dealing with that problem in my life. But in reality, that problem in my life I have created by myself with my actions mostly, or I am seeing this problem as a problem which in reality is not a problem, but I'm seeing this with the lens so that I can cope later and say that I didn't work on my business, on my purpose, because I was a pussy. No, because I got this problem, big problem going in my life, and that's why I didn't work. But in reality, this is not the reason, because I have came so far in my journey, in my self improvement, improving myself from past fucking 5 years, improving my testosterone levels, improving myself like spiritually, mentally, physically, and avoiding hard work. I cannot do that because when you start optimizing testosterone levels, you tend to willingly go into the hardness by yourself. And the reason of like I'm like coping and using it as a coping mechanism can be true for some of you people watching. You might be below in this journey of self improvement, that you might be making your life harder, doing things to make your life harder, or seeing this by this lens so that you can cope and use it as an excuse to not work. But in my case, and especially when you're higher in this level and you have high testosterone, you tend to go into the hardship purposely, because living life is just fucking boring for you. And the second reason, as I said, there are two main reasons. The first reason being that you might be coping. The second reason related to the last point I just made, which is if you when you have high testosterone levels, living life like just normal life, you're gonna feel purposeless as fuck, boring as fuck. So you're making your life difficult by yourself by taking action because you got high testosterone. And even if you got like not that much of high testosterone, but still living life, you feel purposeless and you're making it hard by yourself so that you can have some hardships in your life and have some flavor in your life. So you're doing this to make your life harder. And this is the reason why I might be doing this, which I found that I am doing things purposely so that it can make my life harder, because living life just fucking boring and purposeless. It might be applicable to you as well. And I'm gonna tell you how to leverage this power, as it's a superpower. You can leverage this for your good as well, and how I'm trying to leverage this now for my good. And you can be doing the same thing in a different level. I'm gonna tell you. So, two main reasons behind that, and let's compare on the contrast. If I had low testosterone levels, what I would be doing. I wouldn't be making things harder for myself. Why would I? I might be chasing comfort. I might be eating shitty food. I might be like missing training. I might be chasing, looking for a full time work, which right now I'm not doing, by the way. Side point, I'm not doing any full time job. I'm doing a part time job so that it can pay my bills, because I'm building this business and I can do a full time job. But what I'm doing, I'm not doing that. And so what I'm doing, I'm like on purpose making my life harder to find a new work, like a cope. I'm giving myself like this like hard like thing to do. Oh, like that just found a full time job. But in reality, I don't need. I'm making my life harder. Let's say I had a low testosterone, as I said before. I can easily work a part time job under somebody else, because I have the skills and like I have the fucking academic skills and degree and all. I can get a job, a normal part, like full time job in a corporate role, and I can work. If I had like I had low testosterone, but in reality, I'm not doing that, and I'm working a job which is just to pay my bills for like short period of time, because eventually I would be making money in the business myself. If I had low testosterone, I would be not chasing the big thing, the business I'm chasing. I would be like comfortable doing a fucking corporate job. I would be finding a roles in some corporate like organization, so that I can be like working, like go to the work and get paid, and I don't have to be like take stress of business and building business and like going the hard way, taking the hard part. Why would I? If I had low testosterone levels, why would I take the path of difficulty if I had low testosterone levels? But in reality, what I'm doing, I'm making no money from my business right now. In the past, I've made some money. Currently, I'm making no money. I have to do some work because I didn't born like yeah. By the way, if you know my story, I born with a golden plate, golden spoon, I would say, but I don't currently. So it's like I have to do to pay my bills. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing a fucking job just to pay my bills and working on my business. If I had low testosterone, I would be fucking saying that fuck that, bro. I need to just find a full-time job and work full-time, so that you don't need to be taking stress of this business and all. So who got high testosterone? I got high testosterone, so I'm chasing the hard thing. And the second reason of I'm making things hard by myself because living life is just fucking boring for me. And I am using the power of high testosterone to make my life harder so that the life can become harder and so that I can thrive in pressure. So the second reason is the most, I would say, like, applies to me. The first reason is like I've come so far, like I would be fucking using it as a coping mechanism to avoid work. No, the second reason is the reason why I am doing that. And by the way, what actually I am doing, you will be thinking what actions you are taking to make your life harder. Let's say, as I said, I am like working a part time job. So, in the job, I am indulging on purpose uselessly the fights with the managers. Why? Yeah, high testosterone affects you cannot cooperate with other person and you cannot take orders and all. But if I could, I can control those fights I've in indulging in. I am indulging on fights on purpose willingly. I don't know why on them. I will not say like physical fights, but like verbal arguments and all. Because I need to make my life hard. This is what I've found. That's the reason why I'm doing that. I've asked myself why so many times, and the always comes to the fact that I'm doing this because to make my life hard. Because right now it's just like normal life, indulging in that. Also, let's say I'm outside. Cold approaching girls is like hard generally. So this is what I'm doing. I'm cold approaching more girls. Cold approaching girls. I know got boyfriends and husbands on purpose to make things harder. These are the things I'm doing. Also, finding new part-time jobs. This is also what I'm doing. Current part-time job is like better, not so bad. It's just paying my bills. Fine, it's fine. Short term, pay my bills. Why the fuck? I don't know. Why I'm finding new work, part-time work. As I said, because to make my life harder. Living life just feel boring. That's what I'm doing. Also, so many things I've been doing to make my life harder because living life as high testosterone. Also, if you're high on self improvement journey, living life without problems, without difficulties, you might feel boring. So you tend to take actions that gonna make your life harder. Journally, so that you can live happily because real men thrive in pressure. And now let's talk about how you can actually leverage this power for your good. So let's say you're living your life and you also have this tendency to make your life harder or see things from this lens so that your life could feel harder. And you're doing this to make your life harder generally. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing to make my life harder generally, like cold approaching girls, indulging in useless arguments, trying to find a new part time work, making my life harder. Use this tendency for your business, for your career, so that you can make that better. So, for like to explain it, like let me give you an like real example of me currently. So, I've started this business like posting 2 months ago, and yeah, it's fine. I'm enjoying it. Didn't make any money, but I've been posting like consistently, I would say, for 2 months. And right now, I am at a point in my journey that only one thing matters currently. It's just posting consistently. That's fucking it. And sticking to it. This is the only thing that matter right now. Just stick to it for a long period of time. Post fucking consistently. This is the best advice of me at current level, to not change, and just fucking consistency is the biggest thing I need right now. Biggest advice I need to stick with it. So, the example I was saying, what can I do instead of making my life harder? Why not make business harder? Like, let's say I've been posting one like video a day. Why not promise myself to post two, three videos multiple times a day and make my business life harder? It's gonna be beneficial for my business as well. Why am I making my life generally harder? Yeah, I'm high testosterone guy, and like I'm high on self improvement, and I like living life when there is hardship. But why would I'm doing it in a way that is destructive and sabotaging my success, make my life harder? It's the shittiest thing I'm doing. Instead, I should be making my work life, my career harder, give myself new goals inside my business. As I said, right now, posting one time a day isn't a big deal for me. It's not hard. Yeah, by the way, when I started, it was a big deal for first few weeks. Like business was hard, to be honest, because starting, like, it's just hard. I know setting up accounts and know how to post, how to talk, and all the fucking shit. It was hard, yeah. So that's why I wasn't doing the things to sabotage my like life, to make it harder. I was not doing that because business was harder before, back then. But as like keep growing, like step by step growing, I mean like progressing in business, posted 20 times, 30 times, now 40 times, posted a 6 hour course. Now things start to become like smooth. Posting isn't feel harder anymore because I'm harder in this path. And the only one, like I would say, the lesson I need right now, the mindset's lesson, is to just stick with it for a long period of time and consistency. And consistency isn't hard for me. I can post one time a day easily, long form easily. But as I said, I am making my life harder generally. So instead, what I should do is, you should do as well, is make your goals and business harder in a good way. The, like I just give an example. I'm gonna make a promise to myself to post multiple times a day now. Like arrange more one-on-one calls with my clients. It's beneficial because posting more gonna be beneficial for me. Having multiple one-on-one calls with my clients are gonna be beneficial because they're gonna get better results if I'm talking with them like one-on-one more, and tend to make my business life harder. Start to take more clients, to start to work with more clients for free, and like do all of those things to make my business life harder, but in a good way that gonna benefit me in a long term, instead of making my general life harder, which is like sabotaging. And like I cannot work on business when my life is harder generally on my career. Same thing applies to you as well. And you could be doing the same thing, the different levels. Let's say you might be eating junk food purposely, smoking, drinking alcohol purposely, so that you can make your life harder. Because you know, when you eat that junk food, piece of junk food, you will gain some extra fat, and you know your life gonna become hard. You might be drinking alcohol, drinking alcohol gonna make you like retard for few days, coming few movements. Depends upon like how fast you can flush alcohol from your body. Drinking those, drinking the alcohol gonna make you retarded, when you're drinking it. Might be drinking on purpose to make your life hard. Living life doesn't feel purposeful for you as a high ambitious man, because as a man we know living life is not fucking boring. Normal life is boring. We need hardships to thrive. So you might be doing this in these levels. You might be missing your workouts because you need hardship in your life. And this is you might be doing at different levels. You might be smoking, and smoking is not good for you, making your life harder. You could be doing any of the bad habit on purpose to make your life harder. Just ask yourself, if you're doing this purposely to make your life harder, chances are you might be just like me. Reasons I have given to you already. First of all, to cope, to avoid the big work. You might be lower in this journey, and you might be doing this to avoid the work, the business work, the career to progress. You might be doing this, and there possibility just like more. I think there's more possibility you might be doing this for the reason because as a coping mechanism, you are using this as a coping mechanism if you are lower in this journey. But for me, I'm doing this to make my life harder, and there are high chances for you might be watching you're doing this as a coping mechanism. These are the top two reasons I found why somebody would do that. If you're low in this journey, you might be doing this because you're using this as a coping mechanism, doing the things to like use it as an excuse in future. That's the reason why you didn't work. Second reason you might be doing this, you just need life hard. You just want hardship in life. And I told you how to leverage for your good. And how to leverage, let me summarize. To keep in mind, to make things harder, but not for your life. Make things harder inside your business, inside your career, so that it can also benefit you in some way, making things harder. I've given you my current example. You can use it for yourself as well. I should be grateful to the God currently, and I'm making my life harder. Talk to my family every day. They are happy, they are positive. For the grace of God, there are no big problems going right now in my family. They are like good. Yeah, I can do better when I start to make money and all. I can give to them and make their life better in reality, but then they're enjoying their life, they're happy. We're not like some not gonna say we are some fucking poor, came from some poor family, and no, they're like average good. They don't need like this flashy stuff. I'm like high ambitious man. I We are like never satisfied with the peak, current peak. We're always chasing the next peak. For them, they're healthy, they're happy. I talk to them, my mom and dad, like every day, and they're just happy. My sister, little sister, she is like studying and all. She's happy as well, positive, and yeah, should be grateful for God. What I'm doing instead, making my life harder. Instead, I should have make my business harder. The biggest realization I've had in previous days. And also, I was doing this. I thought I'm also doing this because I think I was doing this because what if I achieve my goals early? As I said, like let's say I've achieved my goals early, all the goals I have set for myself. Let's say I achieved all of them early. So what's the point of living life after that? Like, let's say I need to make, like, I said I'm gonna make 10K a month, and I just achieved that goal in fucking 2 months. Like, let's say, so after that 2 months, what the fuck I'm gonna do? My life gonna be purposeless. So as a high ambitious, purposeful man, this is related to the second reason why I'm doing this. And that's, I'm now like going deeper into the second reason why I was doing this. So that I knew that if I achieve that goal, life after that goal achievement will be purposeless and depressing as fuck, because as a high ambitious man, driven man, high achieving man, life after big life, I would say life without a goal is fucking depressing, sad, you know. But then I realized that as an ambitious man, if you're doing this because of the second reason, you shouldn't be thinking about like life gonna be like depressing after achieving that goal, because you're ambitious man. Let's say you make those 10K. You know what gonna happen after you make 10K? You're gonna be hungry as fuck to make 25K now. You always be chasing the next peak if you're ambitious man. And I was doing actions to make my life harder so that I can delay my success, so that I cannot achieve my goals early, because I am afraid that after achieving those goals, I might be feeling depressed. But to be honest, there's so much to achieve. 10K is nothing, 25K is nothing. Let's say I achieve those goals. What's the next goal? Because after that point, I would be thinking of making 100K a month now. There's no money in this world, no goals in this world is enough. So I thought I might be doing this so that I'm afraid, because let's say I achieved that goal. What if, what I'm gonna do in my life after achieving that goal? Life gonna be shitty, because as an ambitious, driven man, life is fucking purposeless. If you have no purpose, life is fucking depressing, and you just want to kill yourself like that. Life is like that. I was afraid that what if I achieve my goals? But in reality, no goal is enough. There's always a next peak of mountain to chase. Yes, let's say I achieve goal, making 10K a month. I might enjoy for 2 days. After third 3 days, I would be thinking, well, the fuck is the meaning of my life, bro? Need to put, need to have new goals now. So I would be chasing new peak, like making 50K a month now. This is what you have to do. You might be doing hard things. You also can be weird like me. You might be thinking, what if I achieve those goals early? What if I'm afraid when my life gonna be purposeless, because as a like driven man, hard on self improvement, you are afraid of being purposeless. So you might be making your life again. I'm saying life harder so that you can delay your success. In reality, use this power to make your business or your career hard, or your self improvement hard. Let's say you might be like a power lifter, let's say, and you want to make your life harder. Do not make your life harder, make your training harder. Let's say you're working on some business, like just like me, make things, do things, add more things, add more like out of work in your day, or like promise yourself you're gonna, that work you're gonna do of better quality, and do things that gonna make your business or your career harder, not your life harder. And when you reach that peak in your success, always be chasing for the next peak. You will be always be chasing for the next peak, but let's say 1%, if you didn't, you should be chasing the next peak. in terms of like money, as I given you the example, after like reaching the one point when you're making that amount of money in one day, 1 month, chase the next peak as soon as possible and make your business life harder. Use this power. It's a fucking superpower. I'm telling you about your tendency of making things harder. It's like a superpower. Use this for your good. You have to use this for your good. And last point I'm gonna make is I might be missing mentorship right now. Yeah, I do have some mentors, but they are like on and off, not like we having a serious mentorship right now. And a mentor can help you and can tell you where you are wrong. I had mentorships previously, and to be honest, it was the best days of my life because I was driven. I was not making my life harder purposely on those period of times. I might be missing a mentorship right now because only a mentor can tell you what the fuck you're doing. You're drifting away from your goals. Let's say I was making my life harder. I was thinking, oh yeah, I need to cold approach more and need to find a job, and I'm indulging in fights. Mentor gonna, what the fuck you're doing? Put it on your bigger goal because he can see the things from behind. You're living your life and he can see the things from behind and say to you what the fuck you're doing. A mentor can help you. I think I need a mentorship to like keep me accountable, to keep sticking to my bigger goals, not the short term goals. And if you are at this period of your life, you also might be needing a mentorship right now to keep you accountable, see things from behind, from the bird's eye view, and tell what the fuck you're doing wrong. You're making your life harder. Stick to this thing. Before, my life was better when I got mentors, but now also the reason why I need mentorship to keep sticking to the path. You can see the things from behind. So this is it for the video. I'm gonna keep continuing this journey, documenting everything, and I know I'm gonna make everyone proud in my family, myself, because I'm chasing the next version of me. Money is byproduct, all the flashy stuff is byproduct. I'm chasing the next person of me, the next like level I can go, and the next, I would say, the tier I can unlock of myself in this journey of improving myself, self improvement journey, improving myself. I'm doing this to unlock myself, and you can follow me on my Instagram to see my journey day to day life. Follow me as post stories every fucking day, post content. Now I'm gonna post multiple pieces of content. I'm gonna take more clients, might work with free clients as well to make my business harder, which gonna benefit me anyways. Follow me on Instagram, and if you're ready, you can book a call from the link below, Calendly call, in which I'm gonna hop onto your call. And like, if you're a great fit for my program, if you're ready to invest in mentorship, you can call. But follow me on Instagram and see you in the next video.